All right, so today's video, we're gonna show an updated version of a chunky glitter. So in this one, we're gonna use pixie dust. So inspired by your favorite character, Tinkerbell. Here's our beautiful green glitter. It's got silver, white, stars, little flakies. It's really, really pretty. All right, so we're gonna get started. All right, so we're gonna grab that base coat. We already have, of course, as usual, just so you know, in case you're new, we always do the cleanup of the cuticles. There's a little silver there, but that's okay because it's gonna be in there anyways. We clean up the cuticles. We do use pill base after we get through everything. And for here, you're gonna roll the finger and the glitter, press it in there. Perfect, we're gonna tap it off. And there you go, so we'll leave that alone. We'll do the next one. So I just move this over so I don't spill it. We're gonna go base coat over the whole nail. You can build it if you'd like, where you can make a little apex. But in this video, we are just gonna go over the whole nail. And then we're going to dip this in, lay the nail, roll the nail, and then we're going to put it in the light for 30 seconds. You can do 60 seconds. It depends on your lamp. Ours is a 30-second lamp. All right. All right, so nails are done. So we're going to dust them off. Chunky glitter. I usually get I like to use a stiffer brush because it helps get around those cuticles, clean up anything extra before we layer on the next coats. So we're going to do a second coat. So with chunky glitter, I like to use, you can actually use, we have base coat, but you can use builder gel. I don't think this is too thick. So we're gonna go ahead and just use the base coat here. We might top it with a builder gel. If it's usually really, really thick glitter, it's really nice to do that. But since it's not super duper thick, I think we're gonna be fine with just doing this. And I got a little bit on the skin. You technically should not wipe with your nails. So apologize by showing you that way. Go ahead and roll the finger in here. Press, perfect. Turn it around, we'll shake it off. Okay, and then we will dust it off. You can slightly dust it, but since I have a stiffer brush, I'm not gonna do that. And then here, we're gonna do base coat again. I usually like to use a little extra base coat so it'll spread over the glitters nicely, because it has to get in all those little dips and crevices. So don't do too thin like you would in your normal nail application. Go a little thicker. Make sure you spread everywhere. Okay. Very, very cute. Oh my gosh, I love this glitter. Okay, so I'm gonna make it flat, press the nail in there. We'll make sure we get it on all sides, okay? Make sure I dust it back in there. Shake it off. Now, see if there's anything we need to play with, we can pull it off. So there's this weird little star. We're gonna take that off. I'm gonna wipe some of the sides. All right, and then if you need to move anything, feel free to move it. You can see that I have a couple things, so just give me 1 second. I'm gonna use one of our little tools here to just move the glitter around. Okay, move that star over. You can move, dust anything off that you don't want. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up those sides so that it's no issues on the skin. Okay, put it in the light for 30 seconds. All right, so here we're done. We're gonna go ahead and dust off really good around those cuticles. That's why I use the stiffer brush, as Seth mentioned. Anything you need to get off, get it off. Okay. Then from here, we're gonna do 2 layers. Like I said, this glitter isn't too chunky. All glitters are a little different. So we're gonna go ahead and stick with just your base coat and top coat to seal it up. So we're gonna do base coat. Use a little bit heavier than normal, not too heavy. And then just spread it in the middle, and then on the sides, just gently put your extra gel so you don't get it on the skin. Very, very pretty. So same thing here. I actually have a decent amount on the brush, so I'm just gonna drag it down the middle to get the most of the glitter. And then I'll use a little bit of what's left on the sides so that I don't get it all over the nail and skin. And we'll do both sides. All right, we'll put that in the light for 30 seconds. Okay. All right, so we're gonna fill. So it does have a little bit of a bump, maybe this one. So what we'll show you is, yes, you can have the top coat, and people ask, can you file it? Yes, you can file it. So just go in, even though it's got a top coat on, and just slightly, you wanna make sure it was thick enough before you do this. That way nothing gets changed colors, or you change any of those glitter colors to white. Sometimes people said they filed and it turns white. So you make sure you have that base and that top coat to seal it up good. I can already feel that this is just pretty much smooth now. So I'm just gonna do as much cleanup as I like. Get a little bit around our cuticles. I can see a little, I'll just show you on this one now. Okay, really perfect, I can tell. So now I'm gonna go ahead, dust it off, and really you could go back to a base coat if you wanted. Base coat helps so it sticks. Oops, in this video I'm just going to go right to top coat because we don't have any issues with it lifting, but technically you'd want to use that base coat because that's going to help with the adherence. I don't tend to have any issues, but we definitely want to show you the ways that work, and that is so pretty. All right, and that goes in the light for 30 seconds, and it's nice and smooth now. And like, make sure you get those tips. All right, and you don't have to do this, but I like to just gently go onto the sides before I'm gonna put that top coat on. Now, the base coat's still gonna be sticky, so don't go crazy. And you don't even have to do this. You can wait till after top coat, but I like to go in and just really gently try to clean up anything that might be on those sides before I put that top coat on. And that just helps seal it, because we're gonna file again too if you needed. See, I can just see there was a couple little pieces that just needed to get cleaned up. So we'll go ahead and do that. Dust them off on that side too. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go right into our top coat, non-wipe. And we'll seal this up. And then we can decide when we're done if it's still bumpy and you don't like a bumpy nail, because everybody's a little different. Some don't mind as long as it's super sparkly and shiny. But if you're like, nope, that bugs me, then what you can do is you can file afterwards. Just refile. So what we'll do is, just for showing you guys, we'll see if there's any bumpiness. If there is, then we'll just file and re-show you how to fix that so that you can still have a really smooth nail application. Sometimes we don't mind as long as it's super duper sparkly, but sometimes people are like, nope, that little bumpiness bothers me. So then you can fix that, which is super easy. Okay, so always get that tip of those nails, and that's how you seal in that pill base so these don't pop off too soon. In the light for 30 seconds. All right, and we're all done. As you can see, this one now is super, super smooth, just like we showed you. And then on this one, we're gonna go back in and just refile that, clean that up, because we liked it a little bit smoother. But there you have it.